Welcome, come on in to Nomad Yarns, the yarn truck. This yarn truck tour was recorded February 26th, 2021. That's the first day of Roving Indiana 2021. Just reorganized the yarn truck, so everything is now organized by brand. There's a big section of our own yarns in the middle we're going to look at, and I'm going to even show you a blank space where some new stuff is coming this week. So we're going to start with Juniper Moon, which is right here by the door. I just think it looks really nice in the sunlight. This is their Finley. It's 100% lace weight. It's 50-50 merino wool and silk. You can see that there. It's beautiful, absolutely wonderful sheen to it. You got loads of yardage in there. It's really going to make any lace weight project look great. Underneath that is their Neve. This is 100% cotton. It's this chainette ply that makes the cotton kind of less dense. It's not going to feel as heavy, so you get similar yardage to wool, about 220 yards in one of these 100 gram skeins. Work us up as a worsted weight. It's really nice for kind of bulky looking projects in cotton. And then underneath that is the third one of theirs we stock, which is Zoe. Erica's produced a wonderful pattern out of this called the Think Tank. This is a cotton linen blend. It's got a little bit of texture to it. Works up anywhere nicely from a sport weight almost to like a worsted weight gauge, and it comes in these wonderful soft colours from the linen there as well. So we've got a bunch of colours of that. So everything I'm showing you is available on our website. You can also go to our website as well and hit book, and you can book a virtual private shopping with us. If you watch this video ahead of time, it really helps. So we're going to move along to looking at our own stuff. So all the way, most of the way along this wall is my own hand dyes. These are only available for us. So we're going to start at the top with Tweed Rocks. This has been super popular since we brought it out last fall. It's a DK weight merino wool tweed. You can see there it's got a little bit of colour variation to it. It's done in these kind of semi-solid kettle dyes. There's beautiful little neps in there. Works up wonderfully. Erica's done a great mitts pattern out of this, the transforming mitts. There's also kits available for that on our website. You'll notice that the slate colour, the grey, is missing. So this is the sandstone. We have malachite, cinnabar and sodalite. Slate grey is currently missing as I sold it just yesterday, so I've got a new batch in the dye pots ready to go. Underneath that is our Cirrus Alpaca. We have a little bit of this left right now. This is an 8-ounce skein of 100% alpaca in a sport weight. It's got a beautiful halo to it. It's to be wonderfully warm. The great thing about this is you can make a big project out of one skein. It's 660 yards in these fun kind of kettle dye colours. And the price on this is great. It's $45 for the 8 ounces of alpaca, which right now is a really good price. So we've just got a few of those left right now. Underneath that we've got some swag and some other smaller lines. So I've just got these new Nomad Totes in. Going to grab one of those down. These are a nice cotton canvas tote. They're gusseted at the bottom, so you can fit loads of a really big project in here. You can see it all the way up. There's also got these nice reinforced handles that run all the way to the base to be nice and strong for your holding your project. Got our logo on the front, which is on front of a pocket, which again, these are all nicely kind of sewn edges. There's nothing to snag your project in. You put your notions in there. So these are really practical. And they're just $12, which is a really nice price for those. We've got, because everywhere needs to carry their own water now, we've got these great insulated water bottles. They're a metal enamel bottle with our logo on. Screw top, and you can even use this little thing here to secure it to your Nomad bag if you wanted to be all Nomad all the time. So you've got plenty of those. Those are fairly new as well. If you're coming to our digital spring retreat, you'll get one of those bags in your swag bag as well. Up the top here we have Gelato. Again, we're missing the grey colour. That's coming back very soon. It might be up on the website by the time you see this. This is my cotton and viscose blend in these wonderful soft colours. This one's the cherry. These are all named after ice creams. This is the peach. Again, this is a sport weight, retains that sheen, and you can see there's a slight variation in the colour. It's actually dipped in two different, very subtly different shades, which gives you this fade. It works up very nicely. Underneath that is Banner. We've just got this out, we've just given it names. So we had Twisted Branch for a long time, was our superwash merino. This is 100% superwash fine merino. You can see there in these kind of solid kettle colors, or semi-solid kettle colors. Really nice classic for lots of projects. You can do sweaters out of it, Afghans. We put it in our beginners kits. Feels absolutely fantastic. Takes the colors in these really, really rich shades. So we have 6 colors of that right now. There's Bronze Medal, Royal, Emperor, Pewter Cup, Green Light, and Red Ribbon. We will be adding some more to this as we work along. We've been putting this in our beginners kits and we are getting through it pretty quickly. We've only just got a few of the grey left, so I need to dye some more of this. We'll keep this up on the truck for a long time. Underneath that is another brand new yarn. So this is brand new, just put it out this week. This is our Panda Dance. This is our newest sock yarn. You can see here, this is a blend of superwash merino with bamboo and nylon. It's going to work out really nicely for socks. It's a 4-ounce skeins, you get a little bit of extra in there, nice and cushy. You can see it's got a bit of loft to it. If you see here, you can actually give it, you can see it's got quite a bit of loft to it in the skeins, so it's nice and bouncy. And absolutely wonderful for socks or shawls. That is been dyed in our watercolor palette, so I asked everyone on our social media what palette they would prefer to do it in. So these are my watercolor colors. This patina here is actually directly copied on one of the images that was on that palette of some like metal scales that are degraded in different colors. So we have Badlands, Maritime, Rose Garden, Tarnish, Peacock, Salt Lamp, Patina, and Woodpile. So those, as I said, are brand new. I've just put them out on the truck this morning. Moving along, we have Caprine here. So this, super soft and squidgy. This is a merino, cashmere, and nylon blend. It's a true Aran weight. And these kind of hand paint colors. It's called Caprine because that's the name of the genus that has goats and sheep in it. You can feel it just feels fantastic. It's got a little tiny bit of halo to it from that cashmere. It's super warm. It's a really nice luxury fibre blend. These are in 6 zodiac sign colours that are meant to be like the power colours for those zodiac signs. It's not really our thing, but we thought it'd be a great way to kind of come up with a palette. So there are 6 right now. If they continue to be as popular as they have, we'll add the summer ones in as well at some point. So these are the 6 kind of fall winter star signs. Underneath that we have Fireworks, talking about kind of things we like in the fall. I guess it's in the summer here, but in the fall in Britain we have Fireworks because it gets dark till really late in the summer. So this is again a merino wool. This is a single with some silver stellar in there. Got a little bit of sparkle to it. It's a fingering weight, so it's great for shawls. So we have 5 colours of that along here. Underneath are the Diversity Tweed. This stuff is real fun. 5 little mini skeins of this is the same base as the Tweed Rocks, but actually in a sock weight. And these are 20-gram mini skeins, so you get 100 grams total. This is based on our festival season subscription box colorway for Diversity last June. I only have a couple of these on the truck. There's some more coming. I'm going to be adding some more colorways to this line as well. So this is the first colorway. I'm going to add at least 2 more as the plan, and we'll have those on the truck all the time. So just a couple there, but there are more coming. If you order that, there's plenty of that around. Moving along here on our side here, we're just talking about mini skeins. We just got palette back. This was our original micros, and we've packaged them a little bit differently right now. We're doing them just as the full set of 20. They go all the way around the colour wheel. You can see there, they're packed in a little log. With that cute card kind of tacked to the front there. So this is 200 grams. This are 2 full sets of, basically 2 full skeins of sock yarn worth of yarn. They're each 46 yards, a superwash merino and nylon blend. You can see there, these colours are designed to get all the way around the colour wheel. So Erica has produced a wonderful pattern called the Canna Sweater. We have Canna Sweater kits available with the full set of palette in them. Those are on our website too. So the palette micro skeins you can use, they're designed to give you a bunch of colours to use with basically however you want to mix and match them. You can do them in the Canna Sweater how Erica has. Any kind of colour blocking piece that you're seeing that needs a lot of different colours is a really great way to go. And talking about kind of ways to get them to interact, we've created canvas, and this is the same base in these kind of semi-solid jewel tones. And these are designed to kind of contrast against the most of the colours in the canvas. So each one is really going to stand out nicely, even when you have the colour that's quite close. You can see it's a little bit different there. So these are designed to go along and form a backdrop for palette. So if you want to do a larger project that uses a solid with the micros, those are there to go together. So canvas is the same base. And these are all named after art styles. So this one is the Cubism. We have Fauvism blue here. So that's palette. Underneath that is the last one of my yarn bases I'm going to show you today. It's the Orchard Silk. This is done in a dip and speckle style. So this is a silk noil. It's more of an unprocessed silk. One end is a semi-solid and the other end is these beautiful kind of speckle colours. It's really fun, works for lace weight projects. It will work for doing things with kind of a little bit less stitch patterning in, as well as it has a lot of interest to the yarn. But they don't actually work up as wild and crazy as you might think they do from the skein. Beside that, we have Roving Indiana yarn. So we have the Leading Men Fibre Arts renewal for this year, priced at $27. We have a few in. Once these are sold out, we'll be going to pre-orders for a second run of that. We also have a little bit left of the 2020 Will You Be My Friend from Bar Yarns. This is a self-stripe. That's still available now at the $35 price from last year. So those are both still here on the truck. We have, I'm just going to reach across and grab this wonderful pattern that Eric has just finished called the Stop Drop Scarf. This is a wonderful piece Erica has made from the renewal. And that is in the Leading Men Fibre Arts yarn. What was the name of it?
Showstopper.
Showstopper, there we go. You can see those beautiful speckles there. Eric has just used one skein on this, so you can see you can get quite a large scarf piece out of one skein.
It's 6 feet long, 5.5 inches wide, and there was a fair amount of yarn left over. So this is not one that takes you right to the very end.
I'm going to lay that back down here. Also, talking of Bar Yarns, who dyed this beautiful colourway for last year, Brenda and Heather have been working on doing a fantastic yarn for us for the yarn truck. As a 170 gram shawl ball will retail at $52. It's going to be a beautiful gradient of the colours on the side of the yarn truck. It's called Yarn Truck at the End of the Rainbow. That is actually available to pre-order on our website now, and if you're watching during Roving Indiana the first Saturday, so Saturday the 27th, they will be doing a demo on our Facebook Live of how they dyed that first batch. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see the picture of the finished skein up on our website now as well. So go check that out. Yarn Truck at the End of the Rainbow is coming now. We're going to move along on the truck to out of the Nomad yarns dyed stuff. We have a little bit of Norro. We have the Norro Ito. It's a big 200 gram skein of extra fine wool in those beautiful Norro self-striping styles. The cakes just look fantastic as well. You can just put that on a shelf and just appreciate how beautiful the skein is. So that's been super popular. It's about the most popular yarn that Norro's ever made. So we have lots of that in. Underneath that is another classic. We've always had Malabrigo. So this is the Malabrigo Rios. It's their superwash merino worsted weight. Comes in semi-solids and the more kind of wild and crazy kale colours. This is actually Archangel. That's my favourite colour from them. So this is our Norro brand section. This is our Malabrigo brand section. So we've got a lot of Rios. We've got 3 rows. You can see quite wide across. We've got sweater quantities in lots of these colours. Underneath that is the Dos Tierras from Malabrigo, which is their 50-50 merino wool and alpaca blend, you can see how the colours come up differently on this base. Almost got a kind of more washed out look. This feels absolutely fantastic. This is more of a kind of DK to light worsted weight, so it's going to be a little bit thinner. And then thinner again, of course, is the classic Malabrigo sock. We have lots of this in right now.
Did
this
you pick up Archangel in each?
No, that's PA dress.
Okay.
This is Archangel. There we go. You can see it in the 3 different bases. I think we might even have it in the raster as well. So this is the same colour with 3 different bases. That's what you get with Malabrigo, is they do the same colour on lots of different bases, so you can see them. So we have lots of their sock yarn. We include that includes some of the new speckle colours that they have in as well, and this runs all the way along the bottom. So these beautiful new speckle colours in too. So those are really fun, real classic yarn. Underneath that we have raster. Look, there's Archangel. So this is their super chunky. I forgot to show you my super chunky, so we'll go back to that in a second. So this is their super chunky raster. So it comes in a big skein, 150 gram skein. Super chunky stuff. This is great for using like a size 13 needle and above. So we have some classic kettle colours, and then they release these new kind of splatter colours for the fall. So we have all the splatter colours in, or what we have left of them after the fall season. So we've got a bunch of those. So that's our Malabrigo stock. I'm going to hop back up and show you Feast, which is my super chunky. That's actually one of our most popular yarns this time of year. I've just got some new labels for it, so you'll notice there's the old label style and the new label style. This is the newest colour. It's called Funfetti. So it's based on all of these colorways are based on foods or feast celebration foods. So this is obviously Funfetti Cake. These are a wool and nylon blend. They are a merino again, so they're super puffy. Feels absolutely fantastic. They got that little bit of nylon in, so they're going to wear a little bit better than the raster. It has a little bit less loft, but actually works up at a very similar gauge. So this is the Funfetti. Skip along a little one. This is probably the most popular colour, the Wild Turkey. You see those, it's named after the actual animal and not the booze. So that's the Wild Turkey. We have this one, for example, is Spice Box. See all the colours that you get in your spice drawer there. This one's got a little bit wonky when I put it on the shelf. And then Flint Corn. So there's a big selection of colours there. There are 9 colours in Feast. And we will have kits up for that very soon. We've just got needles in to make Erica's big comfy chunky hat, which uses 1 skein and will have size 11 needles in. Depending on when you're watching this video, we may or may not have the kits up, but those are being built, ready to go. So that's Feast. And then we're going to move along to the end here for our KFI luxury stuff we have in. So the KFI luxury collection, KFI is a big distributor. They distribute a lot of the stuff that we get in, but they also have their own lines. So these are the KFI luxury yarns. This is painted lace. It's a big skein of cotton lace weight, and it has a shawl pattern on the band. It's really cute. I like to think of this as like beach knitting, if you're thinking of the summer, or maybe armchair knitting if you just want something to chill after a stressful day, because the patterns that come with it are really nice and simple. You could use this for all kinds of things though. Underneath that is their sock yarn, the Indulgence, and these are hand paints. They're very similar kind of style to my Orchard Lace with the dip and the speckles, in a bunch of colours there. Underneath that is the painted sock. So this is great fun. They're 2 little mini gradient skeins of a wool nylon sock yarn that actually produce a pair of identical socks. So these are 50 grams each. We have a bunch of colours of that in. The great thing about this is the price. It's only $15, which is a crazy price for a wool nylon sock in this really cool kind of look. So we have some of the newer colours and some of the first run of colours in that too. We have another sock in from them, the Indulgence 4-ply. These are nice kind of speckle colours here. This again is very reasonably priced at $16. You see those beautiful speckle colours almost give you a kind of semi-solid look when they're worked up. And then we have the Indulgence Sport, which has got that splatter and speckle effect to it on an extra fine merino sport weight. So that is that for this side of the truck. We're going to pop over to the other side to look at another KFI brand that's Ella Ray. Ella Ray is a yarn brand that's great for kind of classic kind of looks. So we have the Ella Ray Classic and Classic Superwash wools. We have a little bit of those, and they're merino chunky as well. Those are actually not on the truck, but you can order those from our website. You can see what we have in. And the only yarns that aren't on the truck, just because they take up a lot of space, and we didn't want kind of floor space being taken up with baskets and stuff during the COVID pandemic. So those are not on the truck right now, but they are on our website. I'm going to show you the other Ella Ray yarns we have. This is Seasons. This is the only synthetic we stock on the truck, really. There's another one that's got some synthetic on it. This is 80% acrylic, 20% wool, in these beautiful self stripes. It's a worsted to Aran weight. It's absolutely great for kids stuff. It's great for gifts if you want to make a kind of more budget gift for somebody that you don't know if they're going to beat it up or not. It's great for doing that kind of thing. It's great for just having around your house if you have pets and stuff. You want an Afghan that's easy to throw in the washer. Can't say enough good stuff about Seasons. We've had it for a long time. That's the reason it's the only synthetic we still stock. We have it in loads of colours. So all of these down here, all of these across here, some great kids colours, some kind of more adult colours. Some masculine colours, some feminine colours, really good mixture. All have this wonderful self stripe to it and this beautiful chainette ply. That means it doesn't really split apart, which is nice. So it holds together for a long time. Above that is the rustic Aran. I've got a colour that I forgot to put out on the truck. So this is an organic wool and silk noil. You can see it's got that kind of look to it with these beautiful little kind of tweed speckles. I love this stuff. I think it feels fantastic. It stays beautifully round. You can see there's a lot of plies there. I haven't actually counted them, but there's a lot of plies to that strand, so it's really round. It shows cables absolutely beautifully. I think it's a perfect sweater yarn. It's going to wear really well. It's going to be nice and warm. Have some interesting texture from that silk in there. It's great stuff. If you're looking for a classic silk mohair, we have the Silky Kid. This is that classic kind of lace weight silk strand with mohair in it there. So there's not a lot to say about this apart from there's several brands that are exactly the same. This is the Ella Ray version. If you want a mohair look, we've got it. Underneath that is marble. This was a yarn that came out last spring, so a lot of people didn't see it because we weren't around as much during the summer. But this is a cotton with a bit of synthetic in there. But you can see it's got this wonderful kind of self-striped tweeding look to it. It works out really nicely. I've seen there's a pattern, a free pattern for it that looks very much like the Night Shift, if anyone saw that shawl a little while ago. They're all named after gemstone colours. I think they're absolutely beautiful. This has been quite popular, even though we're out of a couple of colours actually of the original range. But I think this is a stunner. It just came out at the wrong time. We do have as well some lotions and some soaps and some shampoo and conditioner bars from Granola Girl. This is by JD, who owns Conspire over in Greencastle, is one of our regular stops. She makes these wonderful zero waste shampoo and conditioner bars. She has these soaps. Well, they're not quite zero waste, but as close as you can be because it's all degradable or reusable packaging. She has these wonderful soaps that smell absolutely fantastic. Makes the truck smell great. I'm including some made with beer from Vassar, where we stopped as well. They're there in Greencastle. She has these little bags with the lotion and matching soap in too. And then we have some of her lotions as well. So these are a solid lotion bar. They rub in really quick. They don't really leave a greasy residue, so they're great for crafters. We have the lemongrass and the patchouli versions right now. Lemongrass and green tea, patchouli and orange. She does do some more scents. We've just sold out of them as these move pretty quickly. We will be getting some more in, but we have a few in right now. We have the other sets and stuff in too. So this is great stuff. Moving along here to the Gap. This gap here is where I'll be putting my brand new fibre as soon as it's dry. So it'll be going in this slot here. We've done a couple of test braids of the colourways. We're very happy with the way that it's coming out. It's 100% BFL. The fibre base that I'm using is multiple colours of blue-faced Leicester that are blended together. So there's not only the blended colours that I produced, but there's colour variation on the base as well. So you get this really interesting complex colour fibre. Stay tuned for those. Those are coming out very soon. The next time I do a yarn truck tour, if we haven't sold out, which I doubt we will because I got loads, they'll be up in this space. Just a couple of days away. Underneath that is we have some fibre braids from Fabulous. These are one of the things that are not on our website. We get what's called Dyer's Choice, which is kind of the end of their dye runs. Allows us to mark them down a little bit cheaper than doing kind of the standard stepped pricing they have for their different bases. If you want to look at these, virtual shopping tours are a great way of kind of looking at the fibre, and we can show you each one by one. Those kind of rotate whenever we have them. Moving across, we have notions. We've got Nomad branded notions. So we had some requests to get our snips back up on their own. So we have our snips with the little leather pants that Eric has made for them. We put these in our beginners kits. They're absolutely great snips. We had a lot of people rave reviews for those from getting them for classes and things. We have tape measures with our logo on. We have these locally made MDF stitch markers with our logo on. We've got tapestry needles because we have people that are asking for those. And we have knit and crochet versions of the logo there. So those are a wonderful set of notions. We're going to be always adding more notions on when we can. And we try and keep them at a good price for you as well. So the snips and the tape measures are just $3. The nice set of MDF stitch markers are only $5. You're going to pay $1 for the tapestry needle, so we're not going to break the bank on any of our notions, which is nice. You can get those on our website. Talking about notions, if you want someone to store them, I hand dyed these little silk kind of velvety pouches. We had these originally in one of our festival season boxes, and I dyed a bunch more for people. So you can pick these up, they're just $6. And they will hold nicely a set of full notions if you wanted to put those in there. They're zippered on the top as well, so they'll close up nicely. You could set up a whole thing if you wanted to. You could get a notions pouch, you could fill it with our notions, and then you could put it in one of our bags with the water bottle attached to it, and you'd be nomaded top to bottom. Okay, so underneath that, we've got some Amatola from Louisa Harding. It's the last Louisa Harding yarn we have on right now. This is a wool and silk blend. It actually recommends, this is really a sport weight, but it recommends a DK weight gauge to it, and there's a reason for that. It has a lot of loft and a little bit of halo to it, and it actually works up in a looser fabric absolutely fantastically. These are a long self stripe, so you'll have some really nice variation in colour with these, and they keep this little bit of sheen to them too. Amatola is great. Those are 50 gram skeins, but they're nearly 300 yards. It's really got a lot of puff to it. Okay. This is where I think I'm a genius. These are my cup of yarns. Everyone likes instant noodles. Well, why not have instant yarn? These cups of yarn contain everything you need to dye your own skein of yarn. There's 3 different colorways available. These are set up to just add hot water. So you have a skein of yarn, you have a set of gloves, you have a label for your yarn, and then the full instructions on the cup of yarn label around the front. And then we don't keep them in them, there are 3 different options we put them in for you. There are little dye capsules that are pre-mixed dye and citric acid, all pre-measured. They dissolve in boiling water. So you put this as an insulated soup cup. This is the kind you use, you'll get at takeouts. You wet your yarn, you take it out, you put your yarn back in with your capsules, fill the whole thing up with boiling water, wait a few minutes, swirl it around, and this is what you'll get out. Oh. Not a crash. You'll get these beautiful skeins of hand-dyed yarn. So this is what you can do with the cup of yarn kit, and you can mix and match the capsules between kits if you want to get different colorways. You can put more or less of the dyes in that you'd like. This is the Sunrise colorway. I also have the Gothic colorway here as well. And there is one more called Ocean. I will actually be doing a demo of the Ocean kit during Roving Indiana. It will be on the 2nd Saturday. You can see me do an Ocean kit as well. So we'll have all 3 examples out on the truck. and you'll be able to see me do one live too. So watch out for that on the second Saturday of the yarn crawl. I believe that's March 5th. Right here we have Rikurumi Kits. So these come in from Universal. We have every style that's available in right now. These are great. So they're a little crochet kit, includes everything you need, basically apart from the stuffing, but you can use the rest of the yarn if you want to as stuffing, or you can use fiber fill, you can use plastic bags, you can use yarn scraps, fiber scraps, or fabric scraps, whatever you want to use. It has everything else. So you have the pattern. To make this one, it makes a cute little dog. There's a donkey, there's a little, there's a couple of little dolls, there's a koala, there's a narwhal, there's a couple of different styles of mer people. So you get 4 little skeins of, this is 100% cotton, plus you get some contrast colours in there as well for the little tiny details. And then in this box base here, there's actually a crochet hook and a tapestry needle to help you finish it off. As I said, there's the full pattern in there, and you can even reuse the gift box. They give you a little tag here to use it as a box to give the gift if you want to give it away. If you want to keep it for yourself, you've got a nice useful gift to put a different gift in. So those are all set up, ready to go. They're $30, which is great for everything you need. So those are all there. And then the last couple of things, we have Clada by the door. So we have the Good For You Clada. That's a beautiful wool llama tweed. It feels absolutely fantastic. This is great for sweaters. It's great for colour work, and that's a good thing because Paige is going to be teaching during Rev Indiana a little colour work class for us.
And Paige is the owner of the Good For You yarn.
Thanks for the notes. I get carried away. Everyone knows who Paige is. So she's going to be teaching using her Clada yarn. She has some kits for that, and we have Clada on the truck. I think we have more colours now than she has in stock. So this is great stuff here. We have sweater quantities of basically every colour, apart from this jade green, so every colour that's still available. This is great stuff. Cannot say enough good things about Clada. We have needles here as well. Those are not on our website, but if you need needles, again, do virtual shopping. And that is it. So check out our schedule for Roving Indiana. And thanks for watching. We'll be doing these truck tours relatively often. Do check out how to book on our website as well if you want to do virtual shopping with me. Thanks so much.